Every year at WWDC, we get a peek at what Apple is trying to do in terms of software development and brand new products. We got a brand new MacBook refresh, OS X Mountain Lion, and an introduction to iOS 6. But what was most interesting was finding out what Apple is trying to do to compete in search, the cloud, sharing, payments, and the TV industry. But most people really don't want to sit through the whole conference. So these are the highlights.
Hello, and welcome to WWDC.
This is our 23rd WWDC. Yes, it's older than many of you are. The App Store is the most vibrant app ecosystem on the planet. This is the store with the largest number of accounts with credit cards anywhere on the internet that we're aware of. And thanks to you, we have over 650,000 apps in that store. Our goal has always been to do great work, and in doing so, make a difference in other people's lives. So let's get right to it.
The Macbook Air has revolutionized the very idea of the modern notebook, and everyone is trying to copy it. The latest processors, Ivy Bridge, and the integrated graphics up to 60% faster. Now we're making it even faster. Now we're adding USB 3, and the prices are $999 and $1099. That's $100 less expensive than before. And here are the 13-inch configurations, $1199 and $1499, both $100 less expensive than before. As you know, the MacBook Pro, it is the quintessential professional notebook. First, we're updating the processors, Ivy Bridge. The 15-inch also has discrete graphics in it, and it's 60% faster than the previous discrete graphics. Here's the 13-inch, highlight the changes for the same $1199 and $1499. And here's the 15-inch. Now it starts with quad-core processors, that new Kepler architecture and video graphics, the same prices as before, $1799 and $2199. Let me make a little bit of room on the slide here. Embracing new technologies, flash storage, wireless networking, and discarding legacy technologies that we could see trending out of the product line in the future. So the next generation MacBook Pro is the most beautiful computer we have ever made. But really, if you want to be shocked, let's turn it around to its side and see what it looks like from the side view. Just to give you a little context, here's my finger next to it. And there has never been a notebook this thin, this light, and this powerful for professional use. Putting it next to the existing current generation MacBook Pro, you see the difference. And you see it's about as thin as a MacBook Air. It weighs just 4.46 pounds, under 4.5 pounds. It's 15.4 inches across. Yes, it is a Retina display. It is 2,880 pixels by 1,800. Their density is 220 pixels per inch. That is the world's highest resolution notebook display. It has higher contrast ratios. It has a higher angle of view with IPS technology. We've been able to reduce the glare and reflection by up to 75%. For the first time in a Mac notebook, HDMI, so you can plug right into your TV or projection system and go. We took MagSafe, but we had to make it even thinner. Dual microphones, and the best stereo speakers we've ever put into a notebook computer, starting at $2199.
We're here to announce Mountain Lion. We had the opportunity to build support for iCloud right in. So when you sign into your new Mac with your Apple ID, we automatically configure all of these applications to work with iCloud. All of your content is up to date across all of your devices. When you launch an app like Pages, it comes up with a document library of all the Pages documents you have in the cloud. And if I want to add a document to that cloud library, I can just drag it right in. Now it's available across all of my devices. Here on my phone, I can actually not only view, but also make changes to this document. And what I want you to do is watch what happens on the Mac as I actually go in here and go into my photo roll, make a change, replace the picture, and the Mac will actually update automatically for me. Developers can add the support in their apps as well. A new Reminders app, and this is really handy if you're taking to-dos for yourself on the go. You can find them all automatically right here. So all the notes I take on my iPad, they're available right here. Your phone buzzes with a new iMessage coming in. Well, you can respond right on your Mac. All of the conversations that you had while on the go, well, they're up to date with images, attachments, even HD video. Banners slide down from the top of the screen And if you ignore them, they just slide out of the way. But you can always get back to them with 2 fingers from the right-hand side of your trackpad. You can slide out and reveal Notification Center. Everywhere on your Mac where you can type, you can now talk, and the Mac will do the typing for you. And now, in Mountain Lion, we've made it easier than ever to share right from within the app where you're working. There's a share button right there on the toolbar. If you click it, we present all of your sharing options. Sharing works really well also in full screen apps. For instance, I'll just pan over here to full screen iPhoto. Let's open up a photo that I want to share. And I want to share this to iMessage. But I don't have to leave this full screen experience to do that. I click on the system-wide share button, select Messages. I select the person I want to send to. The new Safari in Mountain Lion has the fastest JavaScript engine of any browser on the planet. Unified Smart Search Field. You type in it whatever you're looking for, and Safari will present you with a well-chosen top hit, search suggestions, and even matches automatically from your bookmarks and your browsing history. iCloud tabs. You just click the Cloud button on your toolbar, and you get a list of all of the pages you have open across all of your other devices, including your Macs. Safari also has a new scrolling architecture built on core animation, which makes scrolling just smooth and lightning fast. What happens when I zoom even further out? Watch. I'm pulled into the tab view, where I have a live view across all of my tabs. PowerNap keeps your Mac up to date while it sleeps. Fetches your email, keeps track of calendar and reminder updates, and even fetches your photo stream. If you've ever brought your Mac home and just plugged it into charge for the night, well, now it'll also back itself up to your time capsule and even download App Store and system software updates automatically. It's compatible with recent MacBook Airs, as well as that gorgeous new MacBook Pro with Retina display. Airplay Mirroring is absolutely the easiest way to get whatever's on your Mac up on a projector or television. You just go up to your Mac, to the Airplay menu in your Mac menu bar. It shows you any Apple TVs that are nearby. You select one, and instantly you're mirroring that content in up to pixel for pixel 1080p resolution. We also support sending audio to Airplay-enabled stereo receivers and speakers, bringing Game Center from iOS to the Mac. We support both turn-based and head-to-head gaming, both Mac to Mac and cross-platform iOS to Mac over Game Center. Instantly, my Mac display is mirrored to the Apple TV. Of course, I can do anything I would normally do on my Mac when I'm on Airplay, for instance, launch Game Center. Now, Natural Motion was originally developing this just as an iOS title, but they found it so easy to bring it to the Mac and integrate Game Center, they'll be simultaneously releasing it for iOS and Mac this summer. Get your apps ready for China. It's going to be just $19.99. For upgrades all the way from Snow Leopard,
iOS 6. The first thing that Siri has learned in the last 8 months is all about sports.
LeBron James appears to be slightly taller.
Player cards, there's LeBron James, who is 6'8". If I scroll down to Kobe's card, 6'6". Siri's learned a lot more about restaurants.
I found 15 restaurants. 14 of them are fairly close to you. I've sorted them by rating.
Choose one of these. I'll choose Millennium. You can see all sorts of information about the restaurant. We have maps here. We've partnered with Yelp. We've also partnered with OpenTable. We've integrated with Rotten Tomatoes, launch apps. Play Temple Run, and we're bringing it to the new iPad. We're also making it really easy to post to Facebook for many of our apps. Integrated Facebook with Siri. If your friends are sharing, say, a phone number or an email address from Facebook, those will appear in your contact list now. Your Facebook events will now appear in calendars, along with birthdays. And we've taken that same integration and brought it to the Mac. There's a new control on the right-hand side of the incoming call, and if you slide that up, you get two new options. You can reply with a message or be reminded to call the person back later. My favorite actually is the second one. So when you leave the meeting or leave the building, your phone will pop up an alert reminding you to call that person back. So you can choose to receive no phone calls at all, just phone calls from your favorites. We're enabling FaceTime over cellular. If someone calls you on your phone number with a FaceTime call, you can answer that call on your iPad or even your Mac. And we're doing the exact same thing with iMessage. Safari is the best and the most popular mobile web browser on the planet. We're adding iCloud tabs, offline reading list. We're also adding the ability to upload photos, shared photo streams. Choose the photos you'd like to share. Choose the friends with whom you'd like to share them. Your friends will receive a push notification. The photos will appear in an album, and you and your friends can all even comment. Go to your Mac and a web browser on Windows, and you can even view them on your television using Apple TV. Once you mark someone as a VIP and they send you an email, you'll get a notification right in the lock screen of that email the same way you would for a text message. We've also made it really easy for you to insert photos and video right in a Compose window. There are some airline apps, store card apps, and there are some movie ticket apps. Passbook takes all of these passes and combines them together in one place. Here's a coupon for Target. So if I have my phone locked and I go to my favorite Starbucks, up comes my Starbucks card. Slide across it, brings on my card, scan, pay for my coffee, and I'm out. All these cards are actually live. So if my gate changed, it comes up, I slide across here, there's my boarding pass updated, eyes free. Use a button right on the steering wheel to bring up Siri. So you can keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road. We have built an entire new mapping solution from the ground up. We're doing all the cartography ourselves. Part of Maps is local search. Bring up the info card. We've integrated with Yelp. We overlay the incidents. Ask Siri to take you somewhere, and you're on your way. You can ask questions along your route, like where can I get gas? And it'll look for convenient gas stations along your route. We have been flying major metropolitan areas around the world in helicopters and in planes, and we've been building up a 3D photographic model of these places. When you zoom in far enough, you'll see buildings start to appear. You can tap on a point of interest. Here's MoMA. Get the info card. Again, beautiful. Get reviews and ratings from Yelp. Lots of photos. We also do 3D. So I can zoom in and see just what MoMA looks like. We have satellite view, of course. So let's go ahead and choose the Transamerica Pyramid. I can change the camera angle, fly through it myself. Just beautiful. Now the last thing I'd like to show you is turn-by-turn directions. I'll tap on the Quick Route button. Gives me 3 different options. I'll choose Route 2. Let's go ahead and start.
Starting route to Coit Tower. In 750 feet, turn right onto Greenwich Street.
Now you can watch this adaptive cinematic camera angle as we go through corners. When 2 turns are close together, we put both signs up for you. You see we have the footprint of all these buildings correct. Now at any point I can get the ETA up top. It says 1 minute. And the lock screen as well, if you have it plugged into your car. And that is turn-by-turn directions. iOS 6 will ship this fall.
The products we make, combined with the apps that you create, can fundamentally change the world. And really, I can't think of a better reason of getting up in the morning. Thank you very much for coming and joining us.